Muy buenas tardes y muchas gracias por atender este punto de información justo al inicio del Consejo Informal de Ministros de Telecomunicaciones y Digitalización de la Unión Europea bajo la presidencia española. Es una gran alegría y un gran orgullo poder acoger aquí en León a todos los ministros de Telecomunicaciones y de Asuntos Digitales de la Unión Europea, convirtiendo así León en la capital de las nuevas tecnologías en Europa en estos días. Vamos a abordar temas muy importantes para nuestro presente y para nuestro futuro, empezando por una sesión sobre derechos digitales, luego otro intercambio de puntos de vista sobre la regulación futura del sector de las telecomunicaciones y finalmente hablaremos de nuevas tecnologías, inteligencia artificial, de cambios tecnológicos, de neurotecnologías, para tratar de convertir Europa en el referente global en la regulación de toda la innovación tecnológica en el ámbito digital, para asegurarnos de que este marco regulatorio impulsa la innovación, impulsa la productividad y el crecimiento económico y también protege nuestra seguridad, nuestra intimidad, nuestros derechos y valores democráticos. Esto es lo que vamos a abordar en este Consejo de Ministros, en el que además tendremos ocasión de conocer de primera mano experiencias de desarrollo del 5G, escuchar a representantes del sector privado y, por supuesto, descubrir algunas de las maravillas de esta ciudad de León, que estoy segura va a darse a conocer, va a enamorar a los ministros y de aquí saldrán seguro muchas visitas futuras en el ámbito profesional y en el ámbito privado de las personas que van a poder asistir a este Consejo de Ministros informal. Una reunión importante y una reunión que yo creo será fructífera, aun siendo un encuentro informal, para poder avanzar en todos los expedientes legislativos y las prioridades que tenemos en la presidencia española. Ya nada más y estoy encantada de responder a sus preguntas.
Hola, buenas tardes. Quería saber si España va a plantear alguna...
¿Me dice quién es? Porque no nos conocemos.
de la agencia EFE. Quería saber si España va a plantear alguna propuesta que coincida con lo que plantean las telecos, de que las grandes tecnológicas paguen por el uso de la red. No sé si pensáis eso, entra en el debate, pero no sé si vais a lanzar alguna propuesta concreta y qué piensa el Gobierno de España al respecto.
La Comisión Europea ha lanzado precisamente una consulta pública sobre el futuro de las telecomunicaciones, poniendo el acento en las necesarias inversiones públicas y privadas que necesitamos para contar con las infraestructuras necesarias para el despliegue de las nuevas tecnologías en los próximos años. Esa consulta está en marcha, se han recibido las respuestas y lo que vamos a hacer en este Consejo de Ministros informal es escuchar la evaluación que hace la Comisión Europea de esta consulta, escuchar los puntos de vista de todos los países y, por supuesto, por parte de la presidencia española, impulsar todas las iniciativas que nos permitan garantizar que los operadores de telecomunicaciones pueden abordar las necesarias inversiones en los próximos años y que podemos seguir contando con infraestructuras punteras que nos permitan desplegar el 5G, el 6G y todas las nuevas tecnologías. No problem.
What do you take away from the recent acquisition by STC in Telefónica? Does it change your perspective on the topic?
I wouldn't like to comment on a specific issue. I have very clearly expressed the view of the government of Spain that Telefónica is one of the most, if not the most strategic company in Spain. It is a key player not only in the area of telecommunications but also in technologies related to defense, and that we will apply existing legislation with a view to ensuring the protection of the strategic interest of Spain, and this is what we have been doing and we will continue to do in the future. And with regards to the informal ministerial meeting that will take place here in León today and tomorrow, we will certainly exchange views on the ongoing public consultation launched by the European Commission on the necessary public and private investment needs, with a view to ensuring that Europe continues to be in the forefront in terms of the infrastructures which are necessary for the deployment of 5G, 6G and other new technologies.
Telefónica, quería saber si el gobierno tenía constancia de que han pedido permisos a un telecom poder ampliar capital en la compañía. ¿Qué opina al respecto?
Sí, yo no me voy a pronunciar sobre una situación específica. El Gobierno de España ha sido muy claro con respecto a que Telefónica es una de las empresas más estratégicas, si no la más estratégica de nuestro país, no solo por su importante papel en el ámbito de las telecomunicaciones, sino por su importante papel en el ámbito de la defensa, que se trata de un interés estratégico de nuestro país y que desde el Gobierno de España, como hemos venido haciendo desde el primer momento, seguiremos defendiendo el interés estratégico de nuestro país de una manera que incentive y que impulse la inversión extranjera en España, que está teniendo un papel tan importante para impulsar el crecimiento económico, la innovación y la creación de empleo de calidad. Insisto en que no voy a hacer ningún comentario con respecto a un procedimiento o a una situación concreta. Desde el Gobierno de España estamos, como desde el primer día, protegiendo el interés estratégico de nuestro país de una manera compatible y al mismo tiempo incentivando y atrayendo las inversiones extranjeras y estableciendo diálogo constructivo con todos los inversores extranjeros con el fin de seguir impulsando la atracción de nuevas tecnologías, de innovación, de crecimiento y creación de empleo de calidad. Es indudable que el tema del tiempo de trabajo y las modalidades de trabajo va a estar sobre la mesa en los próximos años. Al igual que ha sucedido con el teletrabajo, las nuevas tecnologías están cambiando muchos de los puestos de trabajo de una manera que varía atendiendo a los sectores y a las distintas empresas, y por eso dentro del programa electoral del Partido Socialista se incluía una referencia a impulsar el diálogo y el debate sobre las formas y el horario de trabajo dentro de la negociación colectiva de cada uno de los sectores, de cada una de las empresas, y siempre en el marco del diálogo social con los agentes sociales, los representantes de los trabajadores y de los empresarios. Esa es la aproximación y es indudable que este será uno de los temas que se van a abordar en la próxima legislatura, insisto, como hemos venido haciendo hasta ahora sobre la base del diálogo social. La prioridad que tenemos desde el punto de vista de la política económica para la próxima legislatura tiene que ser lograr el pleno empleo efectivo. En estos 5 años hemos avanzado de una manera muy importante, ya tenemos 21 millones de personas afiliadas a la Seguridad Social en España, es un cambio estructural fundamental para tener un crecimiento económico más fuerte y más estable en el futuro, y por eso, gracias a las inversiones y las reformas del plan de recuperación, nuestra ambición para la próxima legislatura y la orientación de todas nuestras políticas tiene que ser el logro del pleno empleo para que España deje de ser una excepción en Europa, para alinear nuestras cifras y nuestros datos y nuestras tasas de desempleo con la media europea, erradicar el desempleo juvenil y el desempleo de larga duración de personas mayores, que es lamentablemente una lacra que viene lastrando la economía española desde hace décadas.
Al hilo de las conclusiones de la consulta pública, el comisario Bretón dijo que el sector de las telecos en Europa estaba expuesto a adquisiciones hostiles. Entonces quería saber si desde su punto de vista en España esa es la situación y una valoración.
En términos generales, el sector de las telecomunicaciones está inmerso en una revolución tecnológica sin precedentes. Estos cambios tecnológicos que se han acelerado vertiginosamente como consecuencia de la pandemia están llevando a la aparición de nuevos servicios, de nuevos operadores y nuevas situaciones de posición de dominio. Por eso es fundamental que la normativa aplicable, tanto la regulación sectorial como la aplicación de los instrumentos de política de competencia, se adecúen a las nuevas realidades, que incorporen estos nuevos riesgos y que establezcamos un marco normativo que garantice que va a seguir habiendo un sector de telecomunicaciones rentable y con capacidad de abordar las necesarias inversiones en infraestructuras para los próximos años. Esto es el corazón de la consulta de la Comisión Europea y vamos a escuchar con mucha atención a todos los Estados miembros en la reunión hoy y mañana, de cara a seguir impulsando un marco regulatorio en Europa que nos permita que nuestro continente, y en concreto España, se mantenga a la vanguardia internacional en el desarrollo de las infraestructuras que permitan el desarrollo y el despliegue de las nuevas tecnologías. ¿Ya está? Muchas gracias.
Good afternoon. I'm extremely happy to be in León today for 2 days with informal meeting for the Minister of Telecommunications. Extremely happy for this invitation for the Spanish presidency, and very happy also to retrieve my friend, Vice President Nadia Calviño. We will have very interesting discussions for the next 2 days. First, on the digital rights. That's extremely important, of course, more important than ever in this endeavor. Of course, we will discuss also what we do in order to regulate the platforms, and I will report how we implement the DSA. Of course, in the context of the terrible and tragic terrorist attack from the Hamas in Israel, and also regarding everything which is happening in the region. More than ever, we have to be extremely careful and cautious on what happens on our platforms. You know that in this context, I wrote to many CEOs of these platforms to engage with them, to make sure that everything which can be done will be done. In this context, we decided to have 3 informal investigation with X, with TikTok, with Meta, and of course I'm looking forward to engage more with them to make sure that everything will be done appropriately. Tomorrow we will have also a very interesting discussion on the networks at large. Telecommunication networks are playing a much more important role than ever, and we need to make sure that we will have the right infrastructure in Europe. This is why I launched a very large consultation. We will discuss this tomorrow in order to prepare with all the stakeholders what could be Digital Network Act to make sure that in Europe we will have everything in place to finance and to build the appropriate networks to be able to support the digital transition. That's a very important work, extremely interesting, and I'm very much looking forward for the discussion we'll have tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Are we completely past the network fees fair share debate? Okay, but it's still on the table.
Good afternoon. What we will be discussing today is quite an important topic because apart from its importance, it's also a complex situation whereby we have a situation of different types of technologies, being AI, being blockchain, being big data, which are becoming more important with our everyday life and how we live, how we work, how we interact. So this situation is complex because we have to find the right balance of regulation without stifling innovation. And this is why stakeholder meeting like this is very important to distinguish and discuss also the right level of regulation, especially when it comes to intrusive technology, and finding the balance between having the right regulation, not stifling innovation, but at the same time protecting people's rights. So I very much look forward to this discussion so that together we can come up with the right solutions.
Okay. I want to thank the Spanish presidency for hosting this ministerial meeting in this beautiful city, León. The European Union has set an important goal and an important milestone to become, by 2030, the most connected continent in the world. And if we want to achieve this milestone and if we want to stay on track, we need to dramatically upgrade our network, our infrastructure, in order for every European citizen to enjoy the same connectivity access, whether they are in a capital, in a European capital, or in a remote, distant, small village or island. Greece can and will play an important role in this connectivity upgrade by becoming a geopolitical link between North Africa, South Asia, the Middle East, the Arab Peninsula, and the rest of the European Union. We're committed to the European plan, and we're here to declare this. Thank you very much.
Hello. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I would first like to kindly thank to the Spanish presidency for organizing this informal meeting of the telecommunication ministers. We believe this is a very important meeting since we are discussing issues that will help us achieve Europe fit for the digital age. In Slovenia, we believe that the immersive and also emerging technologies should be designed, developed and deployed in a way that they are based on the digital rights. Especially we are speaking about privacy, fundamental rights like freedom of thought and of course, the mental integrity. That is also why we applaud to the initiative of establishing such a declaration on neurotechnology. As it comes to the electronic communication sector, we are aware that the goals set in the digital agenda are very high and they are associated with high investments in infrastructure. That is why it is really important to review and upgrade the regulatory frameworks, and we believe that there is enough space for additional stakeholders and converging technologies. And finally, when it comes to the digital decade goals, again, we believe that we need to put to all four pillars equal priority, so not only to the connectivity but also to the digital skills and competences, to the digital services, and of course the cybersecurity. And in order to do so, we need to cooperate, we need to involve all the stakeholders, the governments, the researchers, academia, civil society, and we need to cooperate on different levels among the member states, then also between the member states, and last but not least the member states and the European Commission. And definitely for us, the priority is that no one is left behind. Thank you.
Sono Alessio Butti, sono sottosegretario alla Presidenza del Consiglio dei Ministri con delega alla innovazione e alla digitalizzazione. L'Italia, il governo italiano segue con molta attenzione i lavori della presidenza spagnola e ovviamente del trilogo per quanto riguarda l'EI Act e altri provvedimenti importanti. Abbiamo fornito, diversamente dal passato, una serie di nuove informazioni, di nuovi dettagli per quanto riguarda l'AI Act e siamo molto proattivi anche in funzione del futuro delle telecomunicazioni a livello europeo. Punteremo molto sui servizi paneuropei con una gestione continentale delle frequenze e anche dei servizi. Grazie.
Hello, I'm Petra de Sitter from Belgium, and just want to say why I'm so happy to be here today, because we will discuss the future of telecom and digital at the European level. This is really so important in everybody's life today, and there are regulatory frameworks needed, but on the other hand, evolution is going so fast, and we need also to allow innovation to do its work. So how to find the balance between the rights of people, privacy for instance, or other cybersecurity issues that are also very much present today in the digital world, versus the development, the possibilities that all these new emerging technologies are bringing with them. So striking that balance, I think it's a huge task for the European Union. And, well, as member states, we're here together to discuss this and to make life safer, better for our citizens and enterprises in the future. Now, we are also the incoming presidency of the EU Council as from January. And so my presence here, of course, has also to do with setting the agenda that we will have, but also listening to the other member states to understand their priorities and to see how we can have a very important, interesting program during our presidency in the next coming months, and setting the agenda for the Commission for the next 5 years. So my presence here, I think, will be very useful, fruitful. I'm looking forward to a lot of discussions with the Commission and with my fellow colleagues from all the member states. Thank you.
Buenas tardes. It's a great pleasure to be here in León, and Finland would like to emphasize during these days the protection of digital rights, so that in our everyday life, in our normal life, people can be sure and secure when they are using digital systems. And of course, we see that EU has a very good possibility to be a forerunner on these questions. And of course, we see also that EU has a very good legislative basis to continue developing this. Finland also wants to emphasize that in the future, AI, quant physics, all these possibilities must be taken as the biggest thing, so we can be a forerunner in the future also. It's a great pleasure to be here in León, and we are looking forward to very fruitful discussions. Muchas gracias.
nice to meet you. Yes, we haven't met before, but I'm delighted to welcome you here. Is it your first time in Spain?
This is the second. ¿Has dicho Poland o Poland?
Okay, but you've never been to León. Okay, but you will just go to a very, very special city.
Vale.
Yes. Okay, welcome. I think we can do a handshake and look at the cameras so they can. Bienvenuto.
Países Bajos.
Pleasure to meet you and to welcome you in Spain. I am delighted that we managed to organize, and we don't usually
Okay.
see each other. No, I see Carlo all the time. I'm a very good friend of Sigrid. You know, we see each other in Ecofin all the time. So.
Yeah, she's from my party as well.
So she's fantastic.
Yeah, she is. She's just she's good to me.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm in close contact with her.
Yeah.
So I think we can handshake and then we'll move things
stand
to the
here.
center and then we look. And we'll have a chance to talk about
Yes.
elections.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, but if not, I'm just back up to this. So I'm just kind of less crucial for that.
Okay.
But yeah, but I hope it's going to go well.
I hope to. That's very important for Europe.
But then so for now, I'm very happy to be working on this doing.
Yes.
So
Really a force of nature.
it's really great.
Yes. You is this your first time in Germany? Yes. Delighted to work with you. See you in a moment.
Yeah, see you later.
Alemania, secretario de
Willkommen. Very nice to welcome you in Spain.
Thank you so much.
Very
Yeah,
nice to see you. Huh?
yeah, wonderful. Yeah, you organized everything perfect. Yeah, we do some handshakes for the cameras. That's
Yes.
very good. Yeah,
Yes.
everything is organized
Yes,
perfect.
so
yeah.
far so good, and I
Yes.
think you're going to like the city's beautiful and the dinner.
Okay, so you organize a little bit better for
That's
tomorrow.
the only
yeah?
problem. Yes, yes.
But we
If
have
you have any influence, please, use your power.
I
to stop
will
her.
do my best. But thank you so much for the invitation and for the best organization.
Thank you. I'll
Thank
see
you
you in
so
a
much.
moment.
Okay.
Come in Spain. Oh, but I think we have met.
Yes, sure.
Of course we have seen each other. Yes, very nice to see you again. Welcome to Spain. Welcome to León. Looking forward to having these discussions. Yes. Yes. What happened? Okay, we will. I'm going back with you tomorrow, so
Okay,
save some
perfect.
energy for
Yes.
tomorrow.
This
So
is
that
matching
we-
wine.
Let's look at here. Okay.
Thank you.
See you in a moment. Welcome.
Bulgaria, ministro Yolovsky.
Hello. Welcome to Spain. Very nice to meet you. Did you have a good train ride? Yes. Oh, it is. Okay, I hope it's not the last. I hope you will discover. We have many things in common, I think, actually. Really? Okay. Yeah, so I hope we can get an agreement, the declaration today. Let's.
Eslovaquia.
¿Qué ha pasado? No viene ningún ministro. Ah, claro, es verdad. Tonta, que estamos ahí pendientes todos. No, pero qué despiste. Vamos a mirar. Muy bien, todo muy bien, pero claro, efectivamente estamos pendientes a ver cómo acaba la cosa. Bienvenido, embajador.
Croacia.
Very nice to meet you. Welcome to Spain. Did you have a good train ride? Yes. Yes, it's super fast. I know.
But not so fast. Not so in between. Over 300. For us,
It is, you can have a country.
yeah.
Okay, delighted
Thank
to
you.
welcome you. See you in a moment.
Estonia, ministro T.
Oh, we have met. We have. Did we not? Canary Islands. No, you didn't go to the Canary Islands. Oh, but you look familiar.
¿Quién viene ahora después de
Welcome.
Estonia?
Very nice to meet you.
Irlanda.
Okay, delighted to welcome you. Welcome to Spain.
Thank you.
Very nice to meet you and to welcome you.
Thank you.
So I hope it's going to be very good luck
Pública, viceministra primera.
Bienvenue, welcome.
So
What
good
a
to meet
pleasure,
you.
yes, to welcome
be
you
here.
here and to
¿Quién tenemos ahora? Comisario, ¿verdad? Sí, sí.
I expressed the other day to very complicated that of course we see each other in Ecofin all the time, and I expressed yes, I expressed to her attacks, yeah, the last yes, enjoy, get out, I can imagine. See you in a moment, Petra, thank you.
Comisario. Comisario Bretón.
À Léon. Oui, tout à fait, j'étais très contente que vous ayez pu venir. Oui. Oui, oui, on va... Je sais que vous devez partir demain, mais on va organiser pour pouvoir avoir la conférence de presse. Ok, ok, très bien. Ok.
Finlandia.
Muchas gracias. Ah, what a pleasure to meet you. Yes. You have been in Spain before. Yes, I know a lot of people from Finland love coming here, so we can take a picture. Very nice to meet you. The exchange is going to be, I think, very fruitful, very interesting. See you in a moment. Welcome.
Dinamarca, ministra.
This meeting, welcome. Nice meeting you. Very nice to see you. Because I usually work in the area of the coffee and it's supposed to be yes,
you're absolutely right.
With so many women, yeah. See you in a moment.
Sí, ¿verdad que perdón?
Nice to welcome you. I am so glad that you came all the way so far.
CNMC me has dicho. Sí, la estoy viendo. Sí, 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 sí. Cari
We can
Fernández,
take a
sí, sí.
picture looking at the...
Y el que se ha puesto delante no pasa ahora, ¿no?
Very interesting meeting.
Ok.
See you.
Ok.
Ah, qué guapa que eres, esa noche, ¿verdad? Muy bien, hija.
Ya sé quién es, Álvarez.
Sí, estuvo muy bien, bueno, me hizo mucha ilusión. Y que yo me he vuelto a Madrid.
GSAM, José María Álvarez, ¿verdad? Sí, lo tengo. Ok.
Nos vemos.
GS.
Qué orgullo, un español, el presidente de la GSMA.
Sí, lo tengo, sí. Secretario General, gracias.
Cualquier cosa. Venga, nos vemos. See you again. See you. Yes. Yes. So I'm really glad that we have got so many people. You're going to be very important for years. This moment is right for absolutely. See you in a moment.
Portugal, secretario de Estado.
Nos vemos todo el tiempo, ¿eh? Sí, me alegro mucho de verte. Vamos a darnos así la mano y mirar ahí. Venga. Nos vemos ahora en un momentito, ¿eh? Obrigada.
Rumanía, ministro Iván.
Hola.
Oh, well.
I'm the Romanian Minister of Research and
I
Innovation.
know, very nice to meet you. We had not met before, no? It's the first time
But I feel from our message wonderful.
we're very good friends. Oh, thank you very much. We can look at that. Okay, welcome to Spain. See you in a moment.
Grecia, viceministro Kira.
Nice to welcome you.
Very nice people.
Yeah.
Cuidan.
I'm
Sí,
glad
veo,
you
veo.
managed to come all the way and I think it's been very productive. It is very interesting. Yes, I know it was a very good idea. Tomorrow we go back, so with the train. Ah, that's good. Good. We can look at the picture. Okay, see you in a moment.
Suecia, ministro Slotner.
To meet you.
Gracias, es un
Meet
placer
you.
estar aquí.
Ah, hombre.
Estar en España.
Qué bien.
Y nunca nos hemos conocido.
No, pero con sus predecesores yo tenía mucha relación. I had a
sí.
very close contact with your predecessor.
Okay.
We used to get on very well. They came to Mobile in Barcelona
yeah?
every year.
was that?
I went there twice to visit them. So we had a quite close contact and
Yeah?
cooperation, yes?
Yeah, good.
So I'm looking forward to having it with you too.
Yeah, good. I've got it. So,
Yes,
yeah.
I know. Very good. Welcome to Spain.
Secretaría General de
Delighted to see you. Yeah, welcome. It's raining a bit,
Okay,
but
sí.
maybe it will open this afternoon and you can handshake and look at the camera. Okay, I think we're fine. Welcome. See you in a moment. Huh? Looking forward to Spain. Very nice to meet you. Delighted. Ah, okay, very good. Yes, we have a very good relationship with your countries. Really?
Still husband in Spanish, kids are Spanish.
I can't believe it. So Jintare also, because she speaks Spanish very well, and you too. Well, that's amazing, yeah? So I'm glad you managed to come. I suppose you have.
To León, no, but a lot of times.
And you're going to discover this city too. See you in a moment.
Hungría.
Welcome. Welcome to Spain. Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. It's
Yes.
an honor to be here.
Yes. Had you been to Spain before? Or?
Yes.
But not to León, no?
Not to León.
No, this is a very special place.
We are very excited about the topics you raised, the quantum,
I think it's going to be super
neuroscience, and this.
interesting.
We
Yes.
have just established an exact workshop
All right.
last week. Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's very
we
timely
are very
then.
much looking forward to it.
Let's handshake now. Come a bit here to the center so that we can. Good. See you in a moment.
Letonia, secretario de Estado.
Welcome to Spain. Very nice to welcome you. Very nice to see you. Let's take a picture. This is your first time. Yes, I am sure you're going to enjoy it a lot. So I'll see you in a moment.
Chipre.
Welcome. I am so glad that you came from all the way from Cyprus to Spain. To welcome you. It is.
¿Qué delegaciones?
It's a beautiful city, and I hope that the rain stops this evening so that we can go here for a walk. Because it's a very nice city to get to know. Welcome.
Ah, Marcelos, Berek, sí, lo tengo. Constantinos. Berek.
Welcome to Spain.
Okay.
Very nice to welcome you here. Yes, of course. I know, and you're very popular, and you're going to be important. I mean, this plays such an important role for regulating. I think so, absolutely. To the discussion. We can look at that. Okay, here we're fine. See you in a moment.
Polonia, director general.
Welcome to Spain. Very nice to meet you. Is this your first time? No, but in León, yes. You have been to León, so it's quite amazing. Very good. And you liked it? Wonderful. So we can look at you. Welcome. See you in a moment.
Eslovenia, ministra Eslovenia.
Welcome to Spain. I'm delighted to welcome you. I'm glad that you managed to organize. Everything was fine, with the train and everything. Thank you so much.
Lo tengo, Perte.
Very good. I'll see you in a moment. Oh, yes.
Perte Chico.
Qué gusto. Me parece fenomenal tener una foto con mi maravilloso comisionado para el PERTECHI, el hombre del momento. Ahora nos vemos. Yo creo que ya hemos terminado. ¿Ya hemos terminado?
Ya hemos terminado, muchas gracias.
Fenomenal. Bienvenidos. Welcome to Spain. It is an honor and a great pleasure to welcome you to León. The city will become today and tomorrow the heart of the telecoms and digital innovation in Europe. And that is why I am so proud and so honored that you all could make it. We're very happy to welcome you in this city, which is actually quite well known for a number of reasons. Not all of them have to do with digital innovation. As you maybe know, León was one of the key stops of the pilgrimage route of the Middle Ages known as Camino de Santiago. We will be, a part of us will be hosted in the Parador, which was at the time a hospital for the pilgrims. The Camino de Santiago was the most important way for cultural exchanges in the Middle Age, and so the heart of Europe and the cultural center of Europe was built across the Camino, and León had a key role to play there. It was also the city, the main city, the capital city of the kingdom at the time. This was a bit, to talk in terms of the Game of Thrones, this is King's Landing, just so that everybody understands. That's where we are today. So it's a very important historical city in Spain. Furthermore, we set here in León the Cybersecurity Center of Spain, which I think is a reference in Europe and one of the most important cybersecurity centers in our continent. One of the reasons why Spain is one of the top countries in the world in cybersecurity. This is the second reason why we wanted to host this meeting in León. Part of my personal heritage is also coming from León, and that's the third reason, a more personal one, where I really wanted to host this meeting in a city which is going to be mixing history and the future as we discuss the very important subjects on our agendas. I look forward to our exchanges because, notwithstanding the fact that this is an informal ECOFIN and therefore we will not have formal decisions, the Secretary General of the Council is here to support us, but we are not going to take make formal announcements or take decisions. I think that these exchanges are extremely important with a view to making progress in an area where progress is of the essence. It is even urgent. The world around us is marked by conflict. Technological changes have accelerated exponentially in recent years. Europe needs to be at the forefront of these new trends, and our responsibility and our common work is essential if we want to get it right, if we want Europe to be the standard setter at international level, so that the digitalization process is fully compatible and respecting our European rights and values. As the Secretary of State for Digitalization joining me here today, Karma, said, it is not only that we want to go the European way, but the only way, which is compatible with protecting our way of life, protecting our privacy, our security, our rights and values, as I said a moment ago. We will be having 3 sessions, trying to go from principles to action. We wanted to be as down-to-earth and concrete as possible to discuss digital rights, to discuss the future of telecoms. I am very grateful that Commissioner Breton and the Director General are both here, and we will be hearing from them about their views and their ongoing public consultation on the future of telecoms regulation. We will also see how to achieve the ambitious targets of the digital decade, how to deal with those disruptive new technologies, neurotechnologies, quantum, all those words which seem to be magic or unreal only some years ago and are becoming part of our daily lives as we speak. And I hope that all of you will be able to join the first declaration regarding neurotechnology adopted in Europe. We have been working and exchanging with all of you in the past days, and I hope that by the end of this meeting we can issue altogether this important statement in an area which is so important for our future as neurotechnologies. I think, this is the summary of what we intend to talk about in these 2 days, but since this is also an informal gathering, I hope that we will also be able to enjoy the city of León, the food, and a lot of interesting conversations in the different moments that we will have in between the meetings this evening and also tomorrow. So the way we will run the meeting is I will do some introductory remarks. I've just done so, and then give the floor to the European Commission, and then open the floor for interventions. And the wrap-up of each of the sessions will be conducted by the 2 competent secretaries of state of the government of Spain, Carme Artigas, the Secretary of State for Digitalization, that you know very well, I think, and María González Veracruz, who is the Secretary of State for Telecommunications and Audiovisual. So I am very well supported and surrounded also by the Secretary General of the Council, by the persons dealing with telecoms in our permanent representation in Brussels. So we can only succeed in our endeavor in making this a historical gathering of ministers in the areas of telecoms and digitalization. These were my introductory remarks. So if you agree, dear Thierry, without further ado, the floor is yours.